Hello and welcome. I'm your Global Mobis News MC, Stefan.
And I'm your Global Mobis News MC, Karijn.
So, last month was Family Month.
Yep, a family-filled month.
Anything notable for June in Korea?
June? I'm not sure.
Oh, well, June is a time for Koreans to honor and remember those who protect and sacrifice their lives for the country. It's dubbed the month of patrons and veterans.
Oh, right. But why is June devoted to patrons and veterans?
There's Memorial Day on June 6th, and June 25th is when the Korean War started. And because of that, June is divided into periods of remembrance, appreciation, harmony, and unity.
Wow, what a way to memorialize those who fought for our country.
Yeah, a very patriotic month to be sure. On that patriotic note, how about we move on to the June headlines?
Okay, let's take a look together.
Wow, it looks like we have plenty to share with you guys this month.
Wow, definitely. Good old Mobis employees, hard at work as usual.
We appreciate you guys so much. And now, on to the news. Did you know that today is actually a very special day?
How could I forget? It's International Women in Engineering Day.
Exactly. This day, started in June 2014 by Women's Engineering Association of the UK, is devoted to celebrating the achievements of female engineers. UNESCO first sponsored it in 2016, and it's celebrated on June 23rd every year.
Wow, I love that. How many countries participate in this International Day?
Oh, it's a massive worldwide campaign with about 25 countries participating.
What else do you know about the day?
The gender imbalance is an issue when it comes to the field of engineering, so it's a really important day to inspire self-esteem in women, encouraging them and supporting them in overcoming challenges.
I totally get why it's needed. As a kid, I really only associated engineering with men, so I think this day is very important to push girls to see the possibilities.
It just so happens that I do have a female engineer here in the flesh. Do you want to meet her?
It would be an honor.
All right, Colleen, welcome. And would you go ahead and please introduce yourself?
확인하세요. Hi, I'm Colleen Holtz. I'm a senior UX UI design engineer at MTCA in Plymouth, Michigan, where I've worked for the past 10 years. My role is to understand the US market through user research, vehicle benchmarking, and advanced concept development.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty important role. Can you tell us a little bit more about what it is that your team does?
Our team talks directly with customers about what they struggle with in their vehicles. We also monitor what's upcoming and new in tech in all the different areas and what users are starting to expect to have in their vehicles. Then we come up with new features and products to try and meet those needs.
Wow, it sounds like you get to help real customers. Can you tell me what personal experiences or accomplishments are you especially proud of?
Our team has made multiple feature concepts to show what technology can bring to the vehicle. I think one of the coolest things is seeing a completed proof of concept, where something that was just a sketch and an idea a few months ago is now a functioning feature that we can show off and demo.
Wow, that sounds so satisfying. As you know, today is International Women in Engineering Day. And as a female engineer yourself, what motivated you to go into engineering?
I always had a love of math and science, so engineering always seemed like a good fit. My grandpa and stepdad also worked in the automotive industry at GM and Ford. So it was always exciting to see what new vehicles they'd bring home and what new features were in it. And I would always try and think about how I would improve it if I got that kind of job. I was also lucky enough to go to a co-op school where I did school and worked at a real engineering firm. And this led me to HMI engineering, which was exactly what I wanted to do.
So, do you have any advice for women interested in the field of engineering?
I would say go for it. You are more than capable and deserving of being in this field and doing this kind of work. But make sure you find a company that understands your value and don't settle for less. Make sure you find a company that will always hear you.
Wow, thank you so much for joining us for International Women in Engineering Day. I hope we get to see you again soon.
Thank you for having me, and happy International Women in Engineering Day. 감사합니다. Bye.
Bye. The US's Automotive News just announced the top 100 global automotive parts suppliers list, and we are again ranked within the top 10. Congratulations!
Congrats!
Yeah.
So we've managed to maintain 6th place again this year. And given that the global competition among top suppliers has become tougher than ever, this is really a valuable result.
Absolutely. This is awesome news actually. And did you know we've maintained our status in the top 10 suppliers for 14 years? And during those 14 years, we're the only Korean company who's fallen within top 10 too.
Wow, okay, but just to give you some background on why we're tooting our own horn, do you mind telling us what a big deal Automotive News is?
Yeah, sure. Automotive News selects the top 100 parts suppliers globally based on the previous year's parts sales to automakers. And this helps to measure the competitiveness of each parts maker.
Wow, that sounds like a pretty important list then.
Yeah, right. You mentioned earlier that the global competition in the automotive industry is fierce. And this is very true because since last year, battery manufacturers started listing their names on the Automotive News top 100 suppliers rank. So players from different industry are now in the same automotive ground for competition.
Oh, so traditional automotive manufacturers such as Mobis are now competing with battery companies too?
Yeah, and you know what? Last year, Mobis was actually ranked top 5 by the traditional ranking standard, which excluded battery manufacturers.
Oh, that's a shame.
But in the face of borderless industries, this is inevitable, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, Hyundai Mobis is constantly investing in research and development and increasing their global competitiveness by winning more and more overseas sales to automakers. So the future is only brighter for Mobis.
I totally agree. Well, congratulations for standing strong at the global top 10 for 14 consecutive years and fighting for another brighter year. Hyundai Mobis has entered into an MOU with Ulsan Metropolitan City to establish a new EV module plant. The plant will primarily handle production for Genesis EV models.
Whoa, exciting. Which parts will they produce for Genesis EV models?
Well, in this factory, they'll develop key EV modules for the chassis and cockpit. The chassis modules will include PE systems, and the cockpit modules will include driving infotainment, air conditioning, and airbags.
Well, I'm guessing these core parts are going to require a pretty big space. And the costs? I can only imagine.
They're investing about 90 billion won for construction, so it's going to be pretty big. And it's set to be finished in the second half of next year.
Wow, that's a pretty big budget. And to be done so quickly? That's crazy.
The new plant needs to be constructed in line with the speed of the growing global EV market. Hyundai Mobis is constantly expanding EV production bases in Korea and abroad to automakers with a focus on the EV market.
Great strategy. Getting globally competitive by preemptively investing in stable production bases.
I'm so excited to see how these optimized modules at the new plant makes our partnerships with automakers even stronger.
Now, say hello to the new and improved integrated cockpit module, M.VICS 5.0.
Nice! I've noticed there's so much attention to vehicle interiors these days.
Yeah, so true. These days, it's about function and design. Here are just a few things we need. We need functional buttons to be conveniently placed so that users can easily and intuitively control the vehicle.
We need materials that create luxurious and sophisticated spaces.
We need materials that don't break or scratch easily.
And all the bases are covered in this beautifully designed integrated cockpit for M.VICS 5.0.
Right. I guess the focus is really on displays for this version of M.VICS. And it's come a long way since M.VICS 1.0, which was developed 5 whole years ago. I think this one really combines the best of Mobis' tech and vision into the ultimate cockpit. It's equipped with a large screen display in a pillar-to-pillar concept, which was well received not only at CES 2024, but also by global OE.
And what exactly is pillar-to-pillar referring to?
It's referring to the display that spans from the pillar on the driver's side seat all the way to the one on the passenger seat side.
Oh, I see. So you're saying it looks like one screen, but they're actually several separate screens, right?
Yeah, exactly. A lot of effort went into making that happen. 27-inch, 12.3-inch, and 7-inch displays, along with control buttons and projection. That's a total of 5 displays. And imagine combining all those into one. It's not an easy process.
Wow, and of course Hyundai Mobis gets it done. I actually watched the M.VICS video before I got here, and the visuals were so striking. A completely new experience compared to the cockpits we're familiar with.
Yeah, I totally agree. I loved how they accentuated all the sophisticated lines and design. I even found myself pondering the vastness of the universe.
I can see why I got such positive reviews from CES 2024.
M.VICS really is next generation. On top of just knee-slappingly good design, it's got ADAS and battlefield tech too. And that includes motion sickness care, warning signals for negligence, and headrest speakers.
Wow, I see. And there's a new version of M.VICS every year, right?
Yeah. You know, they're already starting to think about M.VICS 6.0.
Already? I can't even imagine how they'll outdo themselves yet again, but I'm certainly looking forward to it.
Yeah, same here. More upgraded design and tech for the coming year.
See you soon, M.VICS 6.0.
Hyundai Mobis received awards for 3 pieces of content from the Communicator Awards, hosted by the US's Ava. Congratulations! Yeah! For these awards, Mobis was up against some heavy North American competition like Netflix and Disney. Mobis submitted and received 1 Excellence Award, which is the highest honor, and 2 Distinction Awards, which are the second-place honors. So congrats again!
Wow, congratulations! Alright, which amazing Mobis content won?
So, we actually discussed once before, but do you remember the e-corner system? Well, the content that won the Excellence Award was a video of city driving by a demo vehicle with the e-corner system.
The video that features scrap driving, zero turn, pivot turn, and diagonal driving on a real road, right? I remember thinking the video was pretty memorable myself, and I'm glad to have the Communicator Awards verify my eye for great cinematography.
Same. An Excellence Award for a video fully showing off Hyundai Mobis' expert technology? What a feeling! And for the Distinction Awards, one was for the video introducing MVSV, and the other was for the global newsletter, the Mobis Digest.
Oh, I've seen that video too. I remember MVSV is the team making investment for Mobis, right? It sticks out to me because it's a very small team consisting of just Michelle Yoon and Sujin Kim. And in the video, they show the entire process from running the team to investing, all in just 60 hours. I thought that the format of the video was really nice, but a Distinction Award? Above and beyond. Congratulations.
Yeah. And then there's also the Mobis Digest, this newsletter that brings global employees together by sharing all kinds of news each month. Congratulations to that too.
I guess it goes just beyond creating great technology these days. You also need to share the news just as well. How cool to be able to share Mobis' stunning vision and technology through content that's just as pristine. I'm certainly looking forward to more.
Yeah, and of course looking forward to more good stuff for Global Mobis news too. Thanks for all the love. Well, we're almost at the end here, and we saved some happy news for the grand finale. July 1st is Hyundai Mobis' 47th anniversary.
Wow, 47 years? That's a lot of hard work and dedication for Mobis employees.
Definitely. We appreciate it so much, and we'll send some good energy for the future of Mobis as the household name in mobility solutions.
Cheers!
And with that, we are wrapping up with all the news from this month.
We're looking forward to sharing more great news again next month.
Thank you so much for watching. Bye!
Bye!